Okay.
working.
So thank you everyone for coming. We're gonna try to keep this pretty quick. First to start, thank you everyone for your patience with this as we've been trying to roll this out. I want to quickly caveat this, and we'll probably Kurt and I will probably caveat it many times over the coming 20-30 minutes about how this is very much a work in progress, and we've already made some enhancements with the recommendations of Chris and Helene and stuff since our last call. So it's an evolving process, and we really appreciate your patience. Quickly, just a quick review over what we had discussed in the last training. This is sort of our organogram type of thing, where there's the program administrators, those are the ones in the site. Then there's the mentors that sort of live between the program administrators, who are the ones that are making the actual loans, and the ones that are then going to be giving the data to Kurt and I to be putting into the database, which will then allow us to generate reports, marketing materials, things of that nature with our data. So that's sort of the general model. Here's a quick little overview of what the process is in general. So the program administrator, they receive the loan data. It gets sent to the mentor. The mentor will receive the data, perform a spot check, and follow up with the program administrator as necessary. Then via the Google Drive, they will submit the data to the database administrator, which is Kurt. Kurt will import the data into the database, export the reports, the monthly summary reports, and then publish those reports on the Google Drive, which then the mentor will do a quick review of that report to make sure that everything is looking good. And that's sort of the process. The first training session we had was focusing on this first circle over here, just the inputting the data into the daily log. And I think we all went through that. I'm hoping that most of you guys are starting to be a little familiar with how those logs look. And I don't expect everyone to be experts on it yet, but just sort of moving in that direction a little bit of helping our program administrators start putting the data in those logs. And then now today, we're going to focus on this gray part, which is sort of the other step of the mentoring process, which Kurt and I and Helene have been working on over the last few weeks to get up and running. So I guess quickly here, is that clear? Does anybody have any questions about what I've discussed so far?
Nope, sounds good.
Okay. So again, this is sort of, the time commitment piece of the mentor program. The key piece is the program admin check-in. So that's just being a cheerleader basically. And then the log cleanup and follow-up and the summary report review. Those are sort of the two maybe more technical pieces that I would say are recommended, but not necessarily required. We have a couple other mentors that have recently said that they just feel comfortable with sort of the cheerleading and the networking aspect of it, but they don't feel comfortable with the data piece. So again, we would love for everyone to help out with this, but this is not a required job of the mentor, but it is an important part of our process and showing the impact that that TCP Global has.